Hey Bomb.com moms. So I wanted to share this concept that I was just thinking about. I just got off of the freeway, and while I was driving on the freeway, the weather was fine. Everything was perfect. Skies were blue. Traffic was fast. Everything is running smoothly. Well, all of a sudden, it started to sprinkle, and I'm like, okay, well, it looks like I might be running into a little bit of rain. Well, I had no idea how much rain I was about to run into. It became like thick sheets of rain were just falling on the window. So much so that I couldn't even see in front of me. So I thought, let me turn on the defrost and let me slow down because I can't see. So I said, let me pull over because I don't want to cause an accident. Well, I decided to sit there for a while, and I thought, I'll just sit here until the storm passes over. I started to notice that the storm wasn't moving. Like, the rain just kept falling. And I said, well, I can't just sit here. I'm going to see if I can just figure my way out through this storm. So I put on my hazards, and I pull over. And as I'm driving, I see all the other cars that are doing the same thing that I was doing, just waiting for the storm to pass over. And I'm like, oh man, I should really pull over. But something is just telling me, you know what? No, you just keep moving. Just move slow. It's okay. Really slowly, I've got my hazards on. There just so happened to be another van in front of me, so I could see those flashing lights. So I was like, I'll just follow these lights really slowly until I get out of this storm. Well, I couldn't see, how like you're looking at the clouds and the clouds are gray and you could tell like those are rain clouds. Like this is bad weather. So I couldn't see any blue clouds ahead of me. So I'm like, I hope that if I keep going, I could pass this storm and I could get through it. But it's looking really bleak. But I'm just going to trust this. So I keep going, and all of a sudden I see like a tiny glimpse of blue sky. Now, the visual of these clouds was way yonder over there, but I could see some blue sky. So I said, okay, you know what? I'm just going to keep going. And as I'm driving, the rain is starting to lighten up. And I was like, okay, God, I'm just going to trust you through this. Because I am terrified. Like, I think I'm about to crash, okay? Because I can't see in front of me. And I'm like, well, if I can't see in front of me, then he can't see in front of him, and he might hit me. I don't want that. Whew, finally, it's just down to a little sprinkle. I'm in almost a full-blown clear blue sky, as if I didn't just go through freaking Armageddon. As I passed that storm, something clicked in me, and I said, oh my goodness, this really applies to real life. So how many times are we going along our journey and everything is just fine, and then all of a sudden, out of gosh darn nowhere, comes these sheets of water blinding us. All of this trauma, all of this chaos that we can't even see through to get through our destination, right? And then how many times when we're going through this crazy situation, whatever this situation is, it could be the death of a loved one, it could be the loss of a job, it could be your children acting crazy, it could be your spouse getting on your daggone nerves. But imagine we sit in that storm, right? You know what, I'm just going to sit here, I'm just going to wait for this storm to pass because it's about to pass. So you sit in the midst of this storm, waiting for the storm to pass you, when the storm is not going anywhere. The storm is going to stay where the storm is. We have to keep moving. If I had not have kept moving, I would have still been sitting in that storm, waiting for the storm to pass so that I could keep going. When in reality, all I had to do was keep going. Trust the journey. If you need to slow down, slow down. If you need to pull off the road a little bit, pull off the road. But don't stay off the road. Because whatever that problem is, it's not going to be any different. It's not about to change. All you have to do now is remove yourself. if you keep going slowly through your journey, then you'll be able to navigate yourself right back into the blue clouds. So I hope this helped. If you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and join the family. I come at you 2 times every single week. Look at me being so consistent. I'm very proud of myself, guys. Anyway, if you can relate to having a situation where you were sitting in that situation and you were like stuck there, but you decided, you know what, I'm just going to move on. I'm going to heal. I'm going to forgive. I'm going to grow. Instead of sitting in the storm and waiting for the storm to be any different. Because that storm wasn't about to change. Until next time, peace and love.